Everyone should have something like this. I mean, basically a mirror in your room for you to record things. Now, let me put this into context. As we all well know, on the A7, well, most of the Sony cameras, to be honest, we don't really have anything like a flip out to the side thing. And I could really use one, sometimes if I want to see my exposure, for example, want to take a... I'm just not going to talk about that. But today, I'm very happy because it seems like, I very much hope so, I'm going to be a student again after, I don't know, like 5-ish years. I finished school and moved to Budapest, and then, I am not a student anymore. But today I have been interviewed by an art school, and I don't know, guys are pretty cool. I mean, the teachers, and we had a good, half an hour. But that's really not the topic of this video. I just wanted to share this with you because, it's kind of an awesome feeling, and it's also a strange feeling because I've not been in school for 5 years, as I told you, and I just really don't know what to feel. If you experience this at some point in your life, please just tell me down in the comments, what did you do to, get comfortable with the situation. Anyways, we are going to find out if I'm going to be a student or not, so let's talk about something else. Alright, let's get into this. So today I am going to be talking about portrait photography because it's again something that came from those Facebook groups, and a lot of people just asking for guidelines, basically. It's going to be mostly this street, urban kind of portrait photography because I think that's the most fun to get into. I love to do studio shots where someone just sits in front of a blank white wall or backdrop or something, but these are really fun, and they can make you love sort of portrait photography. So let's get into it. Tip number 1 I have for you in this topic is to find interesting locations. This is tip number 1. I mean, yes, of course, if you get something like say 85 1.2 lens, you don't really need to find interesting locations, do you? Because the background is just it's going to be bokeh, like straight on, blurred, obliterated. But if you don't have those lenses, maybe you have a kit lens or something like that, it's important to find interesting locations because the background can help you so much. If you can frame your subject, if you can put your subject next to something interesting, that is going to result in a much better image. Like, search for things to frame your objects with, like door frames or bushes or trees, whatever you can think about. Look for things that can give an interesting perspective, which you don't really see. Really popular technique to use leading lines, using the leading lines. If you have like rails, don't photograph on the rails anything. No, I'll take that back. I don't know, if you just have walls and a lot of lines, you just put on something wider than an 85, even with a telephoto lens, you can get such good results. Like, if try to position your subject like every single line in the scene is just pointing to them. Okay, for location scouting, the best way to do this basically is to go on Instagram or Facebook or something, join groups. I have found Facebook groups which are about locations, photography and videography locations, and people just upload everything on there. So I basically just have to choose one. Hashtag your city wherever you live. For me, it's Budapest, but it could be New York. It could be Chicago. I can't. I don't want to do this. All right, let's try this again one more time. I'm going to make a coffee in the meantime because I think that might be the problem. Honestly, I did not drink enough coffee today. But the thing I wanted to say, let's place this thing down somewhere, like this is the worst thing ever. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna hold it. So basically what you're gonna do is you want to go to Instagram or Facebook or wherever you can find pictures of your city, and just search for hashtags with your city name, and you are going to find a lot of locations. I trust you. We did not, because we didn't do this. I mean, it was my job. Well, I just forgot it and was lazy. Next time I will do some location scouting, and it's going to be much better. Alright, tip number 2, find a model. Like, it's not the easiest thing to start working with someone who has never been in front of a camera before. Like, I have tried with my girlfriend. She was never in front of a camera like a model, so it wasn't really easy to start like working with her. But you can again go to Facebook groups and Instagram posts and find models who are models and they want some photos done for their portfolio, so they maybe work for you for free, at least for the first time. I really can't speak. Let's make the coffee. Cheers. So, where was I? Yeah, your model. So basically you want to go and find a model who is willing to work for you, I don't know, for free. If you don't have money, you can find people, trust me. When someone needs a shot in their portfolio, it's very likely that they are going to agree on a free job. So that's good. And you want to find someone who is experienced, not a professional, but maybe an enthusiast, because they know poses, they know sort of what looks cool. Anyways, and finding a model who is willing to do all the crazy stuff you can come up with, a bonus. So yeah, that's tip 2. She's constantly barking on everything. Also, I hope you don't mind the birds, because I can't make them go away. They are like there. Believe me, I tried. They're basically a very effective alarm clock. I don't even know if there's anything more. Yes, alright, okay, the editing. I'm just going to briefly touch on the editing because I plan to do an editing video too. Try not to do something that's completely crazy, like just don't make their face look orange or red or green. That does not look good. You want to enhance the image and give it maybe a sort of vibe, but you want to stick to reality. So you don't want orange and green heads and the sky to be purple or the grass to be green and cyan and these kind of things. You don't want that. You just want to keep things simple, and yeah, that's really it. We're going to talk about this in an editing video. You got a coffee b-roll. I mean, I should have done it for the second video because I promised, but you know, better late than never. Also, we have an embarrassing amount of just talking, not looking into the camera. Just when I thought, by the way, that I'm getting comfortable with the camera. Anyways, I'm just going to sign off here because this is getting awkward. So yeah, keep shooting, keep practicing, stay healthy. Hit the like button if you like this video. Also, consider subscribing to the channel because I will have more videos to come. So yeah, if you could surprise. So yeah, if you could just hit the subscribe. I did say it. If you could just hit the subscribe button and maybe the bell, even the bell thing down there, that would really help me out a ton and would make me happy and smile this much. Alright, this is weird. Bye.